Curator's Corner. Today we have a very special episode of Hugo Reid and his statue here at the museum grounds.
Hugo Reid was born on April 18, 1811 in Dumbarton, Scotland, then known as Hugh Reid. He arrived at the Mission San Gabriel in 1832 after deciding to travel the world. There he met Doña Victoria, a Tongva woman born in 1808 in what is known today as Santa Monica. At the time, she was married, but Hugo Reid still found her very beautiful. In 1839, Hugh Reid filed an application for the grant to Rancho Santa Anita, which included all or portions of the present-day cities of Arcadia, Monrovia, Sierra Madre, Pasadena, and San Marino, but was denied the grant on the grounds that he was not a Mexican citizen. Reid went through the naturalization process and became a Mexican citizen, taking on the name Don Perfecto Hugo Reid. He also converted to Catholicism. As a citizen of Mexico, he had the right to claim vacant land in California, and again petitioned for Santa Anita Rancho. He was granted the land in 1841, and was granted a formal title to the rancho by Governor Pio Pico in 1845. That same year, he married Doña Victoria, who had recently been widowed. Hugo adopted her children, Maria and Felipe. Reid built a 3-bedroom adobe house in what is known today as Arcadia on the banks of a lake. Victoria's oldest son, Felipe, lived at the adobe on Rancho Santa Anita. Together, the family developed the rancho, planting wheat, fruit trees, grapes, olives, apples, walnuts, and more.
Hugo Reid is known as the first settler who commercially developed Rancho Santa Anita, and his mark can still be seen today in Hugo Reid Elementary, Hugo Reid Primary School, Hugo Reid Park, and Hugo Reid Drive. In his later years, Hugo Reid wrote a series of 22 letters to the Los Angeles Star newspaper in 1852. These letters were published by the paper and revealed what life was like for the Tongva in the San Gabriel Valley and about their language. This week, the Hugo Reid statue is being worked on by Silverlake Conservation. This same company worked on the restoration of the statue 16 years ago when the statue was moved from the Arcadia County Park to the museum.
The statue itself was done by Preston L. Prescott in 1937 under Franklin D. Roosevelt's Works Project Administration. The statue features Hugo Reid, his wife Doña Victoria, her 2 children Maria and Felipe, who Hugo later adopted as his own children, and the family dog. The base of the statue also features a relief recalling early life in California. The Hugo Reid statue originally was placed in what is known today as Arcadia County Park. Starting in 2003, the County of Los Angeles granted ownership of the statue to the city of Arcadia by funding its relocation to the Ruth and Charles Gilb Arcadia Historical Museum. The statue was moved in 2003, and its relocation was celebrated in 2004. In the relocation, the company Silverlake Conservation helped move the statue, as well as repair it, as over time the front leg and the head of the dog were completely destroyed. And 16 years later, Silverlake Conservation has returned to work on the statue.
Okay, my name is Amy Green. I'm here with Franny Hutchins, and we are from Silverlake Conservation in Los Angeles, working on the Hugo Reid WPA cast stone sculpture. We are enjoying ourselves immensely because we worked on the sculpture 16 years ago when it was moved from a park in Los Angeles to this site here now. We have worked on several WPA projects in the past at Silverlake, and we particularly like them, both for the craftsmanship as well as the historic significance of public artworks. So 16 years ago, when the sculpture moved here, it was quite worn. It was missing one of the dog's legs and the dog's head. So that was part of our scope in the past, was recreating and attaching the head of the dog, and then recreating a leg using stainless steel and then patching mortar around it to recreate it. So this time we are mostly removing biological growth that's happened over the years, and just stabilizing any patches that need a little bit of updating, Overall, we've been thrilled by how stable it has been. Other than the biological growth, it's done very well in its new home over the last 16 years. So we're thrilled to be back here in Arcadia.
Thanks once again for joining us for this very special episode here at the Curator's Corner. We hope to see you next time. Bye!